Manchester United fans, you might not agree with me on this one. In fact, I don't even expect you to agree. Call me whatever name you like, but it won't change how I see this Manchester United team right now. Listen carefully. It is not a coincidence that under Amorim, we've played 31 games and won only 8. Yes, just 8 out of 31. Even Michael Carrick would not have such a poor record managing Manchester United. It is not a coincidence that players arrive at this club scoring goals for fun only to come here and suddenly forget how to score. It is not a coincidence that our players look drained of confidence week after week. And it is certainly not a coincidence that players who leave United immediately find their form again. This is bigger than just a bad run, it's a pattern. Now let's talk about the manager. I am not saying Amorim is a bad coach. But if you're going to sit in the Manchester United hot seat, you need to be flexible. You cannot insist on playing 3-4-3 every single match. Yes, it might be your preferred system. But must it be used against every single opponent, even against teams like Grimsby Town? One of the main qualities of a top coach is adaptability. Football is not about forcing your vision down everyone's throat, it's about finding ways to win games. Look back, Mourinho won leagues with solid defensive setups. Conte came to Chelsea with his preferred system, and when it didn't work, he switched it up to get the best out of his squad, and guess what? He won the league that season. That's what a great coach does. They adjust their formation to fit the players they have, not the other way around. If Amorim simply picked a system that suited this current squad, half of United's problems would already be solved. The second problem is the players. These players have lost every ounce of confidence. Manchester United is a massive club. Wearing this shirt means you carry pressure, history, and media attention everywhere you go. If you can't handle that, you simply don't belong here. At their former clubs, these same players perform brilliantly. But the moment they step onto the pitch for United, they freeze. That is a mental block, and the manager's job is to rebuild that confidence. Look at the difference. Against Arsenal, the team played with fire, hunger, and belief. Today? They looked like strangers on the pitch. The drop in confidence is alarming, and it's costing us game after game. But the biggest issue today was the defense. I've said this before, this 3-4-3 makes our backline far too exposed. Yes, it can work offensively, but defensively it is a nightmare, especially when the players don't communicate. Look at what happened today. Why on earth was Luke Shaw marking Erling Haaland when we had Euro and De Ligt in the backline? Simple, zero communication. That back three has no understanding, no organization, no clarity on who marks who. In a back two, it's straightforward, each centre-back knows their role. In this back three, we saw only chaos. And that's why even Burnley managed to carve us open. And let's not ignore the wing-backs. In this system, they are expected to attack, defend, overlap, and still recover when possession is lost. If they're not at 100%, the whole formation collapses, both going forward and at the back. That's exactly what happened today. So here's where I stand. I am not saying Amorim should be sacked. But something has to change, and it has to change now. The 3-4-3 obsession cannot continue. Adapt, adjust. Build a system that works with this squad instead of exposing its weaknesses. Manchester United's problems aren't unsolvable. Get the formation right, restore the players' confidence, fix the defensive communication, and you've already solved half the problem. It's basic football, and yet, we're making it look like rocket science. Manchester United losing 3-0 to Manchester City hurts, yes. But what hurts even more is that the problems we saw today are not new, they've been there all season. The question now is simple, will Amorim swallow his pride, adapt, and fix this? Or will he keep forcing a broken system until the season is completely gone? United fans, I want to hear from you. Do you still believe Amorim is the right man for the job, or is it time to start thinking about change? Kindly drop a like to this video and subscribe to my channel. See you in the next video.